back again. Once again, we are looking for the best Newgens in Football Manager history. Today, though, it's a striker special. Come on. Hello, welcome back to the channel. We are once again looking for FM Newgens, but today's video, we're looking at strikers like this guy. We've got so many striker submissions. You've sent me your very best Newgens, and so many of them play up front. So today's a special. We're looking at all of the strikers so you can compare them, starting with this man, Sebastian Zanta, submitted by Alexa. Thank you, buddy, for submitting your save. Let me have a look around in it. It's an FM23 safe. I've brought it through to FM24 because we can do that now. And this guy is, yeah, he's good. I think, is that maybe being a little bit harsh? Yes, he's maybe a little bit more than good. He's outrageous, isn't he? He's 22 years old, and apparently he's already won everything. He's a perfectionist personality, which is something I think we do need to look at. Their personalities are going to be important, especially when we're comparing players that are as already outrageous as this guy. 22 years old. A great name. Is that important? I feel like it is. He's also got sweeping hair. He's Argentinian. I think he's ticking every single box. Sebastian Zanta. He has scored 98 goals in 101 appearances for Manchester United. The physicals are outrageous. 17 acceleration, 18 pace. The trifecta of glory for a striker. The dribbling, the finishing, the first touch. All outrageously good. 19 dribbling. I really like that. 18 at technique. 17 decisions. The off the ball at 19. What a player this guy is. £400,000 per week. Let's have a look at this goal scoring record. He has scored 13 and 12 so far this season. We're in December 2029. 27 goals in 30 appearances last year. 34 all comps. 52 goals all comps last year. 23 in the league the year before that. 43 in 32 games in all competitions. £6 million Ibar bought him for from Boca before United bought him. I mean, 31.5 million is a bargain. He's going to get so much better as well. Pros, loads of them. Cons, not so many. He doesn't have the greatest jumping reach. Only 5 jumping. Are we going to take marks off for that? I think it's harsh, but maybe. He also is, yeah, I mean, he's not good in the air. He's also got that competitive streak. I think that's all fair, though. Apparently, he's won everything by the age of 22. Competition-wise, he's won the Club World Championship. He's won the Premier League. He has won the Champions League. Has he won anything with Argentina yet? He's won the he came runners-up in the Olympic Games. Nothing. He hasn't won a World Cup or anything. Again, we're splitting hairs a little bit here, but yet to win a international competition. Champions League wise, he won it, look, here in 27-28. This year, maybe they'll go and win it again. Who knows? First up, though, I quite like him. Sebastian Zanta. How does he compare to the other striker we looked at in the last video? If you remember back, his name was Federico Sione, who I thought, and I think maybe tentatively, put him into the best 11, but I wonder if we're going to find better ones in today's video. Let me know. If you don't know, go and watch that video to find out what he was like. He was a bit of a joke as well. Zanta, though, I think he's really good. Let's have a look at the next striker. Before we look at the next striker, a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel, please. Please do. If you enjoy these new gen videos, I am loving this series that we've turned it into. There are so many players that we've had submitted that we can just keep going with them. We're going to find the best of the best and turn it into a team, but please do subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me, as we're aiming for 75k, and then who knows where we can get to after that, but you can help. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video, and as always, comments are so important. I need to know which ones you guys rate highest, because those are the ones that are going to make the team at the end of all of this. So Zanta, love him. Let's move through to the next one. Next up, an unbelievable Uruguayan striker by the name of Alejandro Barboza. Definitely gets name points. I don't know how tangible that is as a thing, but I think they have to have a cool name if they're going to make our best ever new Gen 11, right? I don't know if you agree with that. I also don't sign some players because their names are so boring. Some of the English new gens, like Paul Dean, I'm like, nah, you're all right. I'm not gonna. I'll go and sign an Alejandro Barboza over you any day of the week. I don't know. Do you guys do that? Maybe it's just me. This man, though, has been submitted by Borger Derp Knight. Thank you, buddy, for submitting this beast of a striker. I've included him because his goals to games record is I don't think anybody can beat it. He has scored, and I would maybe say, and I don't usually do this, how legit it is, I question, because it is so ridiculous that Has there been some tomfoolery going on here? I'll let you guys decide and debate that in the comments down below, as I know that you love to do. He has scored, apparently, 393 goals in 300 appearances for Bayern Munich, including one season where he scored, this one here, where he scored 89 goals in just 1 year. I don't think he beat that. This one, he got 81. This year, he got 79. Just the 79 in 2038-39. I know some FM games can get a little bit crazy the further you go into it, but 57 league goals in 34 games in the Bundesliga. I don't know. Am I questioning it? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. But do you know what? I'm happy to include it because I think this is important. Does he make our team? I mean, look how good he is, though. In terms of pure attributes, he is outrageous. We don't have an editor icon here. The only thing I can possibly speculate on is, have we been reloading some saves? I really hope not. And I'm going to, maybe we'll give the benefit of the doubt on this one, because however you play your own independent single player games, I'm all for it. Do whatever you want. I cannot get that across anymore, I don't think, in the videos that we do, because it's a single player game. Do whatever you want. Have fun. That is the point in the game, right? Maybe when we're comparing strikers, who knows? But also, this is just a bit of fun anyway, isn't it? I like him. Alejandro Barboza, he's got 89 goals. And I don't think he's the Uruguay manager, though. And he's got a pretty good international goal record, too. So maybe this is legit. 89 in 111 is not far. I mean, it's not quite 393 and 300. But it's not bad in of itself, is it? So, I don't know. Maybe. Just maybe. What a player, though. What a striker. I assume he has won plenty of Ballon d'Ors and things like that. Let's have a look at the Ballon d'Or. He's won Champions League, so he's got that on his pedigree. He has won Ballon d'Ors for days. Between the years 2038-39 and 2044-45, he won all of them. Yeah, that's not bad. In fact, is this one of the years? Yeah. Did he get over 90 in one calendar year? I assume 89 is the most. It's not bad, though, is it? 33 years old, and now Borger Derp Knight does say in his description of him that, yeah, 89 goals in a season twice, over 10 times Champions League and Bundesliga winner, 7 consecutive Ballon d'Ors. He also got 94 goals in a calendar year, that is outrageous. He used to have 18 dribbling and 17 pace acceleration, but obviously being 32 now, he has dropped off a little bit. This was an FM23 save that I've put onto FM24. Barboza, though, in at number 2. What do you think of him? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a look at our third striker option. A Colombian striker next up by the name of Diego Cordoba. Does he get name points for that one? I think he probably does, right? Is that the most pressing issue here? Probably not. This man, though, is on FM24, just 23 years old, playing for Chelsea. This has been submitted by Mr. Stressin. Thank you very much for sharing your save with me, my friend. This guy looks pretty good. He's a 5'7" poacher type striker who was playing for our man here for FC Midtjylland in Denmark, but has been he couldn't hold on to him when Chelsea came knocking. £30 million for a player when you're playing in Denmark is probably a lot of money, and yeah, I can see why you sold him on. Not the most ridiculous goal record compared to maybe the last player anyway, but I feel like this one's definitely legit. So are we factoring that in? Maybe we are. He looks like a really, really good player, though, that is probably going to get better in the future too. We can't quite see his potential, but I'm assuming it's going to be quite good. He's starting for Chelsea and scoring lots of goals for them. He's got a good 1 in 2, just over 1 in 2 record for them as well. Lots of caps for Colombia, where it's about 1 in 2 for them also. I think, and what Mr. Stressin says about him is that he's one of these poacher types who says 70% of his goals come from misplaced passes or defenders taking one too many touches. And I like that about him. I like how he's just like, it reminds me of Saviola. What a player, Javier Saviola. That is a throwback if for some of you younger viewers, perhaps there, maybe the older viewers, you'll appreciate. That's who he kind of reminds me of in terms of, well, just by looking at his attributes here. Great finishing, great dribbling, first touch. Great. What's his anticipation? Yeah, I thought it would be quite good. If he's scoring those goals, 16 anticipations, maybe why. Good concentration, it's okay. Composure's really good as well. What other things would influence that? Maybe not positioning, because that's defensive. Determination, aggression, maybe, but they're not that high anyway. Decisions maybe is up there too. I like him. What do you guys think of him? Let me know in the comments down below. And let's have a look at our fourth striker. Next up, we are in Sir Valerian's Crete. Ofi Crete save, and we are looking at his striker Didac Velasco. Thank you, mate, for submitting your save. This guy looks great. He's actually, when I first clicked on him, he was a natural Raumdeuter from the left-hand side, but Sir Valerian's been playing him as a striker. He says he was the perfect pressing forward in his save, where he's gone and taken this Crete team, Ofi here, which, I mean, what country are they from? They're from Greece, and taken them to Champions League winners, which I think is quite the achievement. This was in FM23. I've put it into FM24. We are in the year 2040, and have a look at this guy's, have a look at the attributes first of all here. The finishing, always important for a striker, 18. Physicals are great. He's 31 now, so maybe these have come down a little bit, but they're still pretty good. 16 pace, 17 acceleration, 17 balance. He's 5'10". Can't jump, but you'd expect that, right? He's actually described as an attacking midfielder, so maybe you've got a bit of... there you go. Look, it's gone back to Raumdeuter for me here. Maybe you've got a bit of utility out of him by the fact that he can play other positions. That's always useful. Maybe that makes him score higher. Not sure. He's got a great goal record as well, though. These mentals, I think I want to mention too, though. 18 decisions, 17 anticipation. Off the ball at 18. So important for a striker, isn't it? That composure too at 14. It's not elite or not fully elite, but it's good enough when you add it to the other attributes that he's got. He looks good. The goal record, though, as I mentioned, 212 goals and 262 appearances. If we have a look at how that breaks down over the seasons, this season here, 29 in 31, 46 in 40. That's like the guy we looked at before with the insane goal record. That's almost as good as that. Not quite, though, but almost. 26 in this year. He got 39 in this year. Yeah, this is a really, really good player. Costing £56 million for a team from Greece. That's serious money, isn't it? Apparently, he is also a striker or a player that has won the Champions League. If we have a look at the Champions League, look, Crete or Ofi Crete won it in 2038 and 2040. That's some going. But as someone who's doing a Greek save right now, that is some going at beating Bayern Munich on penalties in this particular final here. I think that was the most recent season. That's very cool, isn't it? I just want to see some of the other things here too. According to Sir Valerian, he also did win the Golden Ball. Won it this most recent season, actually. Very good. And also did win the World Player of the Year and broke the all-time goal record with 212 goals in 262 league games, as we kind of looked at before. He's the most constant producer, even as he moved to a non-starter role in the final season, scoring a brace in the final 10 minutes to win us the Champions League in 2037-38. That's cool. I like him a lot. But also, I do want to say, Sir Valerian says he was tempted to submit Tiaquinho, who was a defensive midfielder, and wow, maybe you should have done. This guy's a joke. Maybe this is a bonus one for today's episode. I know we're looking at strikers, but look at this guy. He's leaving. No, he's going to Bayern Munich. How much money? He's lost him on a free. That's just upset me. He's lost him on a free to Bayern Munich. Look at this player. 20 positioning, 20 vision. 17 passing. He is an unbelievable DM. Unbelievable deep line playmaker. I imagine he's got a lot of assists in his time. Yeah, he's pretty good with the assists, pretty good with the average ratings. There's a bonus one for you, though. I like him. Maybe you should have submitted him. And then you get attached to certain players, and maybe because he's left you, on that free transfer, you're upset with him. I'd understand it. Let's have a look at our fourth striker for today's video. And finally for today, we have this man here, Samuel Aranz, submitted by Snowman. Thank you for submitting. He describes Samuel Aranz, this striker here, as literally the Spanish Mbappe, literally. And to be fair, he looks very, very good. 20 determination. Have we seen a Newgen with that yet in this series? I'm not sure we have. And this guy has that. So does that put him above some others? Maybe. He's also left-footed. I don't know if that helps. Does he have a cool name? Samuel Aranz, I think he gets away with the name. Spanish, 21 years old, playing for Tabby FK, which is that Sweden? It is indeed Sweden. That is quite impressive. 2032 it's an FM23 save, as we've seen quite a few times. Was FM23 really good for Newgens, or was it because it was recent and people have access to the save files? It could possibly be that, couldn't it? 2032 though, he's very, very good. What lets him down? Am I going to be too critical, too negative? Maybe. I'm looking at him and thinking, yeah, he's got the pace. Yeah, he's got the mentals, really nice mentals actually. 19 composures, outrageous. 17 off the ball's very good. The finishing of 18 is great. Determination we talked about. Maybe the technicals let him down a little bit. Heading at only 13. Is this passing at 14 a little bit low? I think I'm maybe being a little bit harsh here. He's really good, isn't he? 11 work rate, 13 balance. Can he stand up straight? I'm not sure. 10 strength. Is he going to get out-muscled? I'm being harsh. He's also 21 years old, so he's going to get better. His pros and cons look perfect. Weakest area of his game is just his aerial presence, and that's just the same thing. He doesn't have that jumping reach. He's only 5'8", but that's again, he's just a smaller striker. Goal record, pretty good. 74 goals in 81 games. If we break that down here, look, 28 and 20 this year, 43 and 32. That's outrageous. 8.11 average rating. That's really good, isn't it? How was he described by Snowman here? Just dropped an 8.11 average in the league. 5-star CA and a best of all, he is a model citizen. Not something I even looked at before. He's also got the model citizen personality. That might give him an extra few marks. I really like him. He looks great. Only 21, so he's going to get better. Hasn't made his Spain debut yet. Outrageous. Only on 6k a week. So cheap. You could sell him for so much, I assume, because it's 95 million here. That's going to be a release clause. It's not actually a release clause. Maybe that's just the asking price. Is that been set by Snowman? Apparently, I've got to do some... he might be moving soon. We've got some teams looking at him. I think that is an asking price, look, that's been set by Snowman here. I suppose we will never find out what happens to Samuel Arans, but what a player he is. Doesn't look 21 either, does he? Very strong eyebrows. But that, though, is where we will end it for today's video. Please do let me know what you think of these players in the comment section below. Who's been your favourite striker? And also that one random DM that we looked at. Does he make our best ever dream new Gen 11 when it comes to making it? I think he might get quite close. Let me know in the comments what you think of them. Most importantly, though, have a lovely rest of your day. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.